Hello. In this next section, I would like to go over what to do if you drop a stitch. This can be a little bit clumsy to show, but I'm going to attempt to do it anyway. So what I have here is some knitting and been doing different stitches on this. And the idea is that somewhere along the way, where is my yarn? You were knitting and somehow a stitch fell off the needle just like that. And maybe you kept going, maybe you saw it at this point, but it'll end up looking like this. If you catch it really quickly, then it's really quick. You just find the loop and you come at it from the front, like so, and you just put it back on. But a lot of times you're not going to catch it right away, so it'll fall off, and maybe you're moving this around, and after a few seconds, you have this kind of mess on your hands. Now you can think back and try to get to that spot, but this can go for several rows. This is 3 just here. So what I would recommend, so what I've heard of, which is crochet hook. Dun, dun, dun. What I bought, because I'm not a crocheter, is one of these little multi-packs because it has different sizes of crochet needles, or hooks, excuse me, and you'll need different sizes depending on, well, how thick your yarn is, for example. So it's handy to have a few choices. So, to start this, just kind of pull it so I can see what's going on here and look for the little loop that fell off. And I will grab it and pull it through just a little bit because I'm going to need to hook this. So it's a lot easier if it's bigger, frankly. Okay, so I have to figure out how to hold this and do this at the same time. What you're going to want to do is come with that crochet hook through the back behind the long stitches, find your loop, which I think I pulled and then tightened. So coming through the back, and you want to go through the loop. I always have trouble with this, so let's see. There we go. So I'm coming through the back and I have my loop on the hook. And what I would like to do is take this row that's just above it, put that on the hook, and pull it through the loop that I have on there. So this was actually a little bit above where it was. I lowered it down so I can grab it with my hook, and then I want to pull it through the loop that's behind it. So let me try to do this here. Grabbing it, sometimes I turn the hook just to make it easier to go through the loop. Of course, you'll be using 2 hands, so you can do it that way. Let me come back out here. This will take a few tries to get it just right. Okay, so I'm actually going to help it go through the loop. What I end up with is this one loop is on my hook, and I have 2 strands left. So from there, you go down, back down. Careful not to drop that one loop you have on your hands. So now it's back sort of in the original position. I have 1 loop, 2 loose ones. So I've taken care of 1. Bring that bit in the front. So it's the next lowest one. Bring to the front, and you want to pull this through the loop that's on your hook. You have to pull it a little bit. This is not very fancy yarn, so it is, well, all yarn can fray, but it's fraying especially. So now I have 1. Go back down so that I have my hook, and I have 1 section left. So you'll want to hook that. Try to bring it through your loop, and if you do that, just try it again. It's snagging everywhere. Oh, that was a try. That didn't work, though. Okay, so I'm going to just hold it. How about that? Okay. So you may need to work it a little bit, but essentially at the end of it, you will have 1 loop left on your hook. From here, hold it up a little bit so that you can put the needle through the front of it pull the hook off, and you have it on your needle. And I forget where I read it exactly, but maybe I have a 400 stitches book, or I also have a knitting correction book. I'll have to show it another time, but what you're looking for is for the part that's on the needle, facing you on your left needle, should be slightly more forward than the bit that's on the left. So you see how, if you look at both strands, the front is more forward than the back. If I had put this on backwards, then the front is more forward, or excuse me, the left is more forward than the right. That's not what I want. I want the right to be more forward than the left. So from here, you can just continue knitting. And you fixed your dropped stitch. Okay, thanks.